Go ahead. And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Scrampunks, episode 77. I see Sean Musty Ass is in the chat talking about good morning. Man, what the fuck? Oh, that's right. You in the UK. That's right. I forgot about that. Good morning, my brother. Brain G4, the real Cutlio. What's going on, y'all? Thanks for joining us. And yeah, we have some things to talk about today. My boy Moss is here. Yo, what's going on, Moss?
What is going on, man? I'm collecting the salty tears from all the fanboys that are upset over Serious Sam 4.
Yeah, hey,
Serious
Serious
Sam 4, but
it's getting pretty serious.
Yes,
hey, we will get into that. So we actually have some positive state of your news that's actually kind of funny.
It's sad. It's sad, really. I can't even call it positive. It's sad.
It's sad, man. It's sad, man.
Sad out here.
Oh shit! Look who showed up. My boy Tsunami. What's up, brother?
Hey, listen. Normally you'd be 3 minutes late anyway. Thought it was one time. I'm chilling.
Yeah,
I was making some food earlier. I was about to make some food. I was like, damn, it's 9 o'clock. Let me hop on real quick. So yeah, I'm here.
Oh well, thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Like while he's making your tacos and shit, you decided to show some love. Thank you, brother. We appreciate it. Snow Bunny, what's going on, young lady?
Nothing much. My reign of Animal Crossing will soon be over. I am getting back to work after the COVID shit. So
that's right, Snow Bunny. Take your ass back to work. You've been off for 2 months.
I know. I'm bored.
I got to be Animal Crossing.
I know I still haven't even beaten it, but
You can beat it?
No. But yeah, I've been out for 2 months. I'm hoping to get some money back in, and there's a bunch of games coming out in June and July. No, July. God, they dropped so much shit in July for me. So I gotta get back to work so I'll be able to get my games.
Yeah, isn't that Xenoblade thing coming out?
That's coming out in May. Xenoblade is coming out in May. In July, I got Paper Mario, Catherine, Story of Seasons, and Remothered.
The fuck?
Remothered.
It's coming out for PlayStation 4, and we have 2 super chats. Geekhead 188 with the 199. Thank you. Get me lit. Thank you for the 199. Hi, Sean. Sean 786 with the $2, the £2. Thank you for the £2. Stadia is dog shit. That fuck nigga Moss can kiss my ass. Thank you, Sean, for the £2.
My WBG brother. Damn, Sean.
It's getting serious.
Sean, you're not shit. You're not shit, Sean. Fuck you.
Hey, yo, Dirt. Fuck Moss, Dirt. Fuck Moss.
Wait a minute. Sean, are you mad about the what is that game called? Serious Sam?
You mad about?
Are you mad that it's going to be only on them until 2021? But anyway, thank you guys for the super chat.
Oh shit, y'all crazy. Hey, Nath, yo, what's going on with you, brother?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I've been just chilling, or at least trying to chill, but I've been getting into quite a few arguments on Twitter. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh shit!
Yeah, quite a few arguments on Twitter. But the good news is, it's got me to make a video. So expect a video for me live tomorrow. It's gonna be my first premiere video.
Shit. Okay, shit. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. Oh shit, they didn't pissed off Neff.
They done pissed off Nethos.
Oh damn.
The receipt king.
Yep, the receipts are coming out to play.
Right, the receipt king. He is the receipt king. Even though I'm gonna give myself props for one receipt. Neff, do you remember when you guys are arguing on one of Z's shows? Z said he ain't know nothing about God of War. I said, I was listening to one of these fucking podcasts not too long ago. He said that shit. And when I found it, I said, ooh, I felt good about that receipt. Well, anyway. Last but not least, my boy Dabney, brother, what's going on with you?
Nothing much, man. I've just been playing games still. Not been on Twitter a whole lot lately. I did make a little video, but yeah, I'm working on a YouTube video myself. So I should be putting out a video real soon too.
Okay, sound good.
All right.
All right. Yeah. It sounds good, brother. Sound good. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about some things. We got some things to talk about. We got some PlayStation news. We got some Xbox news. We got some Stadia news. Do we have some Nintendo news, Snow Bunny?
Yeah, I think Nintendo has a lawsuit going on.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
And that Ubisoft news too.
None of your business. Thanks for showing up, even though you said Xbox is dog shit. That's cool. I appreciate you joining us. Yeah. So first off, we want to talk about y'all. Let's go ahead and talk about. I want to get like Mark's thoughts on this first because he's a business guy. He knows how business work. So PlayStation Now is now at 2.2 million subscribers.
Mhm.
There was at the 700,000 sometime last year, and I think that's some growth from the 700,000 a year ago to now, maybe.
Yep.
Now, it's not quite as much as Xbox Game Pass, but what do you think about the 2.2 million? Is that like showing that they're headed in the right direction? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, considering that they're still doing it. Are they still $10 a pop, or are they $20 a pop back to 20?
$10.
Okay,
Yeah, I think it's 10.
Well, they did they have to slash the price, which makes sense, and they're not day and date yet. But no, I think it's good. I mean, and they have a great catalog of games that people will want to play. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're heading in the right direction.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's tremendous growth when you think about it, because I mean, right here it shows that basically the service only really highlighted at 700K subscribers, right? Maybe 750, and by October of 2019, it was at 1 million, and now by the end of April, it's 2.2 million.
Right.
It's definitely helped by the pandemic, I think.
Is that including the correction? Because I saw that Daniel.
Yeah, that's a corrected one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
So, like, I think it's cool too. I mean, I think it's cool because I know a lot of people don't really want to, I hate services. I know my man. That was my man name from Digital Foundry. I can't think of his name. The American guy, like not the British one. I can't think of his name. What's his name, y'all?
It doesn't matter what his name is.
It doesn't matter what his name is. Well, he was like, these services, he don't like the service. Of course, that's his opinion. But me personally, man, like I saw like Chris Steele saying the other day, oh, Xbox don't buy games. What the fuck? Listen, brother. Game Pass is a service that I like. So I'm sorry, brother. It benefits me and I'm going to use it to the fullest. So I think PS Now is a decent service, and I think it's going to get better if they ever do day and date. I'm sure Lethos feels a certain way about that. So Devin, like, what do you think about PlayStation Now?
I think them putting in their exclusives and them cutting the price definitely improved the service, and it speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
And it interested me personally. Like I wasn't gonna get it before, but I'm interested in it now because for one, it's cheaper, and for two, there's definitely more good content.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have a lot of content. It's just majority of it is bad.
Yeah. And even if they start off like they're doing now, they're not putting their big games day and day. Just putting it there like within 3 months, I think maybe 3 to 5 or like 6 months would be a good thing for them. Yeah. Me personally, I think they eventually will do day and day. That's just me. I could be wrong, obviously, but I think I will get it if they do their games day and day. You damn right, I'm going to get PlayStation Now and I'm going to use it. Hey, Tsunami, bro, what you think about it?
I think that it's definitely telling as far as the moves Sony's been making, that it's being successful, and the content definitely has gotten better, and you can tell because certain people have gotten promotions to very high positions based on the amount of growth in PlayStation brand. So I think that it's going to continue. The only downside about PlayStation Now for me is that their first party games don't stay there permanently. I think it's up for maybe a season or some kind of 3 months or so, because you started with God of War, and then it came out, and think Horizon Zero Dawn and stuff, and Spider-Man, but it's not going to stay there. So I can see it fluctuating more up and down based on the games that are in it, compared to all the Microsoft's games, that go day and date and they stay there, permanently. So we'll see where they go from there. But it's definitely growth and quickly. But at the same time, I think it's also the answering of people, that have Game Pass saying how this is great. And initially, ponies downplayed it, but now I think a lot of them are, hopping on this bandwagon of services are pretty decent.
Hey, you know what? You just said something.
I think you're right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, no, I just wanted to add on. You said ponies hopping on the bandwagon. Well, I see some ponies, and a lot of them who used to say, Sony would never do things like that. Suddenly, they're not necessarily discounting them to do it at some point next generation. Certainly, they don't want to take bets.
And we have
says not day and date, but maybe in the middle of the gen. Then that means you lost the bet. If you was to make the bet, it still happened.
I mean, we were saying
okay, maybe not now, but maybe in the middle of next gen. Okay, either way, it's coming.
Yeah, and we do have a super chat.
Yeah, we have a super chat. Digital Swords with the $4.99. Thank you for the $4.99. What up, panel? Hey, Moss. Has anyone compared the stream quality of PlayStation Now versus Stadia?
Probably, and Stadia kicks ass.
Yeah, it's not even.
From what I understand, it's 720p for streaming.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, Stadia. I mean, yeah, what's it called? It's 720p. Stadia goes up to 4K. They just implemented 1440p. So yeah, the PlayStation Now is battling XCloud right now as far as stream quality.
Battle of the bums right there.
But the thing is weren't we talking about this PlayStation day and date like 6 months ago?
Yeah.
On this stream, on this channel,
Yeah.
on Scrampunks.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for a while.
I mean, that's old news.
Let me hop out.
That's old news. Sean with the 786. Thank you for the £2. Shout out to Snow Bunny. Rest of you guys are fuck niggas. Thank you, Sean, for the
Fuck you, Sean.
£2.
Fuck you. I'm serious, Sean. Fuck
this, dude. Fuck this shit, dude.
Yo, leave my dear British guy alone, okay? They got good tea over there.
Sean the homie, man. That's
they
the
got
homie.
good tea.
Oh my God, I love British tea.
Sean the homie. But you know what? Snow Bunny. We have been talking about this for a while.
I mean, like, didn't we have that whole argument over on? And I'm not mentioning names of who we had the argument with, saying that day and date wouldn't happen and shit like that. I mean, this is like old fucking news.
It is, but it hasn't happened yet. But I think we all said, even last year, it's not going to happen this generation. We said next generation, don't be surprised.
We said that it was going to happen eventually. Yeah. But it's not like the way they were taking it was it's gonna happen immediately, like right now. No, it's not. It's going to happen, but people just don't want to admit it to themselves.
Yeah, I want it to happen because you better believe I'm subscribed to that shit. Hey, but Tsunami alluded to something about Jim Ryan. So I have his exact new position. Jim Ryan got a promotion, y'all. He has been promoted to Senior Executive Vice President of Sony Corporation, effective June 1st. Sony, not PlayStation.
PlayStation.
He has been promoted to Executive Vice President of Sony. Now, what does this mean, y'all? Tell me what this means. Does this mean that he's doing a great job at PlayStation, even though he hasn't been in that position for too long? He's doing good enough to get promoted. What does this mean, y'all? Somebody tell me.
Well, Moss, quick question. You're better at math than I am. What's the amount of increase from going 700K to over 2 million? What percentage is that in an increase?
That's like 1.3 million, right?
Well, yeah, but like is that like?
Oh, the percentage. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's almost a 300% increase.
Almost.
Wow. And so we did that in less than a year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, Dirt, I have here in the little chat, the little private section. Can you bring up that link real quick?
Okay.
Shit.
We can use the go.
Which one? You got two of them.
Yeah, the first one.
You got many receipts. Oh shit!
I can't I can't bring it up.
Well, can't you just like copy and paste it?
Oh yeah, let me try to do that. No, it's like they won't highlight. I don't know why. It's like it's not a link. It's I see it, but I can't. I mean, like maybe sitting on Twitter.
Yeah, I'll put in the DM.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can.
I will be right back, guys. I got my dinner cooking.
All right, honey. All right, baby. All right, baby. You heard me back now. All right, baby.
Animal Crossing dinner or?
All right. Yep. Okay.
Hey,
I'll bring it up now.
I mean, I can share a screen. Or
you got it. Okay.
Share a screen.
Okay.
Oh, you got it, also. Oh,
y'all got it. Yeah, you can share my screen. All right.
Okay. Let me make your screen.
Who was that slide by? Who was that by?
Oh, it says Jim Ryan.
And this is from 2019?
Yeah, 2019, my good brother. 2019.
Okay.
Let's keep scrolling through this little slideshow that we got from Jim.
Okay, let me know when to stop.
Go ahead for the owned IP. We can stop there and look at some interesting things.
Owned IP? Okay, all right.
Yeah, you go.
Before we start, let me get the super chat before we start.
Okay.
My boy Geekhead 188. Jeff a fuck nigga. Don't forget that, people. We talking about Jeff Keighley. Thanks, Geekhead, for the 199.
You gotta give him credit, man. He doesn't even try to hide his preferences.
He doesn't even try to hide it. Yeah.
Ghost of New Orleans is in here. That's the pony. Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining us, brother.
So this is an interesting slide that we sometimes gloss over without realizing the implications of. So as you can see, Sony is showing they got 13 worldwide studios, which I believe is 14 with Insomniac. They're showing that the brand overall is growing. You see the PS4 God of War outpacing its predecessor, the PS4 Uncharted, and even The Last of Us Part 1 doing better on the PS4, and Part 2 is yet to come out. But do you want to find very interesting is the slide right next to it that says, improving competence and games as a service revenue. And the highlighted game is MLB The Show 19, which we now know is becoming a full-on multi-plat with the next game.
Right. And
so they
guys, did you guys get that super chat?
I got it, baby.
You got it? Okay.
I got it, honey.
Yep. I see that there, sir. You want me to keep scrolling?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and we can go down to PlayStation Now Today, that area.
Okay. PlayStation Now Today. I'm getting there, sir. I'm getting there. Holy shit, he made a whole
damn, Jim Ryan did some whole shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, PlayStation Now to history or PlayStation Now Today? Oh, okay, let's look.
Yeah, so as we can see, they're at 700K. They're showing off some things going on with the PS4. And they also talk about how they want to upgrade to 1080p and so on under their medium terms, but that's not the stuff that really matters. If we go down to the longer term, you start seeing something that's very, very interesting that, I believe we were trying to damage control last year, if you remember that.
No longer term. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a slide. No, we can't show this. Oh.
So what does SIE believe in?
They believe in gamer choice, man. Gamer choice.
What's gamer choice?
Well, if you let the fanboys tell it, it just means that gamer choice means that you take the hypothetical and you mix it with the diditical and you get the flamitical. That's what it means to them. Oh shit! It's a strong. Oh damn! I done lost the goddamn slide.
It doesn't mean that. Wait a minute. Player choice doesn't mean that we give you what we want you to play, and you choose to play it because you are addicted to our platform.
I got a question though. Hold on. This is weird because I don't understand this. Help me out, Nethos, with the panel. It has PlayStation, then PlayStation 2 next to a CD. But that's where they release games, right? Like if you wanted to get a game day and date, you got it on a CD, right? And then you look at PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, they have Blu-ray and download. That's how you got games day and date with that. And then next gen, it's Blu-ray download and streaming. What are they trying to say? Look, what are they trying to say? I don't understand this. Help me out.
They're trying to say, which people don't want to see, that eventually with day and date next gen, you will be able to stream your games day and date.
Oh hell no, that's not true because they had streaming. They had streaming last gen. So where's it?
The SSD,
No, but it's going to be pushed forward to where they're going to promote it more. Like I've been seeing advertisements for PlayStation where they're promoting PS Now in the games.
It's not possible because we play tech demos over here.
And we have R&B the third with the $2. Thank you, R&B. We Bleed Green ain't nothing to fuck with. Thank you for the $2, R&B.
Thank you, Resurrector. We thank you,
Right.
Nathaniel.
But here's what I don't understand. If streaming is out now during the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 genres, how come it's not showing, but it's showing it for next gen? Like we all had those puzzles at school. What does this all mean? Connect the dots, right?
This is evolution.
It says mainstream. Mainstream means the go-to.
The go-to or day and date, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, we have a super chat here real quick. Xavier Bay with the $2. They're trying to say Hail Stadia. Hail Stadia. Well, Moss, I believe there's a slide explaining something about streaming. I believe it might be the next one, actually.
It might be. Okay.
Role of streaming.
Ooh. This is a massively enhanced PlayStation community where enriched and shared PlayStation experiences can be seamlessly enjoyed independent of time and place with or without a console. This is bullshit. What are they talking about? What are they talking about? Help me out.
Hey, Moss, you see how there's little highlights right there? I mean, the first highlight really is a 5 million capacity. That tells me they weren't exactly able to go fully.
Okay.
Balls to the wall with the streaming shit. But we'll come back to that in a minute.
Yeah.
What are these little highlights I see here? The portable client devices, static client devices, interesting. And this is something that we kind of ignored, but I got to ask you, Moss, what do you think about it? It says new entitlement models. What do you mean by entitlement?
God damn it! Would do you think that mean devices that you may have or something, or I don't know that kind of?
When I see entitlement models, I think maybe you're entitled to some sort of software, like it's entitled like Game Pass. I'm entitled to day games, right? That's a model.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it also says next gen hardware, next gen games, evolved services.
Ooh.
Evolved. And wait. I have two things to say there. I have two things to say. One, Xavier Bay with the $2. Proof they bent the knee to Stadia.
Facts.
Thank you for the $2. And the second thing I want to say is, do you think this is the reason why they are launching fewer PS5 consoles?
Oh.
Because they want people to embrace this so that they can get into the ecosystem?
Well, but I think that has a lot to do with, what's the situation at hand. It's hard to make a console.
But, wait a minute now, but they're up here launching a special edition Last of Us 2 console.
Yeah, that
might
have been the works for years.
Yeah, that has different parts in it. And I think what they want to do is I don't think they're going to sidestep the console until they have a comparable service. And in order for you to have a comparable service, you got to be able to transmit 4K.
Well, here's the other part. Here's the other part too. Like, if certain games aren't playable on the PS5, are only playable on the PS5, but you still have a PS4, how much you play those games? Streaming, possibly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on the older hardware. Yeah, you could stream them on the older hardware. Yep.
So at the end of the day, now let me ask you guys: are you guys done, or just?
Oh no, there is one more interesting slide. If we scroll towards the bottom, it says the 99.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh shit! The 99, not the one. Explain this to me. What the fuck does this mean?
Okay, this, believe it or not.
Wait a minute, Nethos, before we can get to your explanation, we got another super chat. Thank you, Xavier Bay with the $2. Whoa, Bunny with the truth peel. Thank you for the $2, Xavier Bay. Continue on with your explanation, Nethos.
Alrighty, this, believe it or not, did give me an L on Twitter. I misinterpreted the slide. The 99, not the 1, is supposed to represent the 99 people they already sold a PlayStation to, not the 1% that they are trying to sell to. That's what Jim Ryan meant by this tweet. But does that go against a PlayStation Now day and date? What would they want to do with the 99? Do they want them to continue just staying on the PlayStation? Or would they like them to buy into another subscription? You tell me that. What would they want to do with the 99?
This sounds like we're not trying to gain customers. We're trying to keep our customers by doing things to keep them around, even with the climate of Stadia and Xbox and PC. And
how would you keep a customer? How would you keep a customer?
Options, day and date, services, pro-consumer stuff, supposedly.
You keep a customer by them paying monthly subscriptions to shit.
Yeah. And then the final slide would be about cost management. And you can take that as you will.
But there is one thing we also have to think about, guys. When Xbox first started launching the Game Pass and things like that, people weren't really into subscriptions like that. But look at how time has evolved. No. But look at how
this stuff for years, but now. Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is look at how subscriptions are now. You have, because back then you mainly only had Netflix. Now you got Netflix, Prime, Hulu. You have Funimation came out with their own. Crunchyroll came out with their own. Think about how
Disney
many
Plus,
subscription
HBO
servers. Think about how many different servers services people are signing up for. Now it's evolved to where people are accepting it more. So guess what? Why launch it when people are fighting it? Let another company do that and smooth things over. And then when you're ready to do it, you launch it into existence and everybody's accepting of it.
Yeah. Oh, and real quick, this slide also went over how they were going to use a partnership and they highlighted Microsoft. And that deal was officially inked yesterday.
No. That deal doesn't exist, right? I thought the last.
Right. I thought that deal was cut off with Samsung or whatever.
Hey, Nethus, you're being dishonest.
You
Here's the
go
thing,
into
y'all.
detail of that.
Let's stop being silly. Let me just say this real quick. We told y'all to look. This new Sony is not fanboy friendly. Okay, they don't give a fuck about the rah-rahs. They don't give a fuck about the people that are holding the championship belts. And I interpret the 99 to the 1, meaning they're going to appease the vast majority of people that buy PlayStations, not the one fanboy out of every 100 that wants them to do things in a way that is not cost efficient for them. You know what I'm saying? So
the casual is not the hardcore.
Exactly. So you motherfuckers that were at E3 with the championship belts crying and shit all over your shoulders and stuff like that, they're not doing things for y'all. Y'all got to get with the program. Okay. They're satisfying the 99, which is not the fanboy that wants them to do things that is not market friendly. When we told y'all, do not listen to them. We told y'all that when John Cador got on that investors call and said that he is going to work towards games as a service, that's what they were going to do. We told y'all that during that investors call, if they said that they are going to follow the trends that Xbox is doing, it's not about because a fanboy said who follows the loser. No, the market-based company says, hold on, we're doing triple the output, but they're right behind us in revenue. Get the fuck out of here. We got to steal the shit from them so we can make more revenue. That's how the market works. The market doesn't work with you just making money. You always got to make more money than you did before. All right. So in order for them to do that, they're looking at my Xbox's model and they're saying, okay, if they with the critically acclaimed games that we have, if we do what they're doing, we'll make even more money. Period.
They said they want all the hoes, not the whites.
Yeah, exactly. When they say third, he want all. Yeah, exactly.
Now, Marty Moss, you're a business model mindset. Would you agree that 2018 was a phenomenal year for PlayStation, both in content, but just really in revenue and money? overall.
Absolutely.
2018 was great, but is 2018 often for Sony?
No, it was a phenomenally fantastic year.
Yeah.
It was one of those once in a lifetime things because they broke records that the PlayStation 2 never achieved.
So what you're telling me is they're not going to do that every year.
Every year, it's not going to happen every year.
Of course not.
And that's
what you're telling me
how
is
it only happens.
that's potentially once in a generation type year.
That is correct, Lethals. Yes. Yep.
Wow. So
And
you're telling me a subscription model that might reach those potential revenue thresholds is a dumb idea?
Hey, we've been over the numbers. If you take the same 30 million that bought Last of Us, or not Last of Us, what were the 3 games? God of War, Spider-Man, and Horizon Zero Dawn. If those 30 million were in subscription models, Sony makes triple the money. They make triple the money.
Yeah.
If those same people are in a subscription service just for 1 year, opposed to those 3 games, let's just say those 3 games drop in 1 year, but those
Actually,
same
like
3
Rise
people,
came out in 2017.
I'm just saying, just hypothetically, if you have 10 million reaching 3 games within 1 year that reach 10 million, and Sony's never had that, they had 2, right? But let's just say they have an extra astronomical year. 3 games reach 10 million. Let's just say hypothetically, Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, and what was the third one? Spider-Man, all released in the same year. They each, a la carte sales are 10 million each. But let's just say, opposed to that happening, the same 30 million people are in a subscription service for that same year every month.
Mm-hmm.
They make, I think, off the a la carte sales, they make 1.8 billion, but off the subscription, they make 6.3 billion, I think. So that's that's over triple the money.
And that's hard for people to imagine those numbers because it's like, wow, a subscription service can reach 30 million. That's a lot of people. So I'd like to go down to a 10 million base. You mind going ahead and sharing my screen?
Yeah, I'm sharing it.
See a big ass calculator?
Yep.
All right, cool. So let's just say Spider-Man and God of War, those 2 games on themselves sell 30 million together, and we'll put that at $60 a pop. Now, is that realistic, Moss, or am I going a little nice there?
No, I think that's putting everything in perspective. I think those are reasonable.
I think that's a little nice in my opinion because they're not making $60 per sale.
Yeah, because before they hit their 10,
that is true. That is true.
Before they hit that 15 million,
so maybe 49.
Already...
40,
yeah. The reason I point that out is so people don't say I'm being unfair. I'm giving them $60.
Give them
that's
the benefit of the doubt.
1.8 billion, like you said, right? Mm-hmm. You saw me doing the calculator. That's 1.8 billion. Now, fuck it. Let's do a threshold of 10 million subscribers, and let's get it up to $15 a month.
Mm-hmm.
That's 10 million, right?
Yep.
Times 15. What number is that right there? 150 million?
Times 12. Yep, times 12.
Oh my God, it's the same number.
That's just
Your once in a generation could be annually.
Nice. Yes.
Annually. So in 2019, when Days Gone released, not so great Metacritic score. I like the game, but not so great.
That's just for the model by itself. I'm not talking about the people who refuse to do it, people who will just buy the collector edition, people who will just buy another console, those type of consumers, people who want it physically. I'm not even talking about those motherfuckers. I'm just talking about getting a 10 million subscriber base who can be on the console, on a fucking cell phone if they're really that desperate, on a PC if they're that desperate and just stream the fucking game. I don't care.
Amazing.
But that's a 10 million subscriber base, and Microsoft is already at that 10 million subscriber base. Granted, I doubt they're paying 10 to 15 bucks a month, but if they already reached that threshold, imagine when more and more people get that Switch hit.
Can somebody highlight, Dirk, can you highlight Ghost to New Orleans comment at the bottom?
He be talking the whole time. You know, he don't pay.
It's next to the last comment there. Oh, that's it. Yep. He says, until Xbox have Game of the Year contenders, Game Pass is hurting the quality of games. Let's just say I agree with you. That has nothing to do with Sony. This is what y'all are not understanding. I'm trying to put y'all in the boardroom with Sony. Let's just say if Sony and I agree with you, they're saying Xbox, and again, I'm not saying this is the case, guys. I'm just saying hypothetically. They could be saying, you know what, we think Xbox games are dog shit, but we've been breaking our backs, not going, eating the old rice in the back of the refrigerator, making all this shit come out, and then We only made 16 billion this year, and Xbox made 10 billion off their dog shit. And they're looking at that model and they're saying the quality of our stuff we feel is better. So if they can make 10 billion off of it, maybe we can make 30. That's what they're thinking.
Hey, Moss, here's the thing, though, right? We're working with final numbers when you go with the a la carte sale, right?
Yep.
Like, that's how much it will sell at retail or whatever. My numbers, I forgot the term of it, are monthly, right? You make 150 million monthly. I forgot what the hell that's called.
Yeah.
Annually is a year. What's monthly?
Yeah, so it's just monthly. It's just a period. What do they call that? It's just periodic. Yeah, just,
but what say periodically? Mm-hmm. So you're telling me what's more efficient? Getting $0 a month until you release the game and hope it sells at 15 million,
right?
Or getting 150 million per year?
And you know what? You have to think about also.
I mean, sorry, per month.
Per month, yeah.
You got to think about it like this also. With you're being very generous with those prices because we all know both of those games, they went on sale to 50% off before they ever hit 10 million.
Oh, I'm not even going to talk about that, but yeah.
But plus, like Snow Bunny, plus every game is not going to sell like God of War, Spider-Man. Like
I'm not even talking about that. What I'm saying is before they hit that 10 million and they got to do that, and it usually takes them roughly 9 months to a year to hit 10 million with their games.
Yeah.
Before that even happens, they've already gone on sale.
Hey, let me say this so we can move. I'm sorry, go ahead, somebody. You got something.
I was gonna say, like with like Nintendo, like Animal Crossing did 13 million, but that was at full price.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it was.
So I mean, if you're gonna say why Nintendo, why PlayStation doesn't need to do something like this, you gotta think about their shit goes on sale a lot sooner to get those numbers. So they're already losing some money.
Y'all gotta understand, like Nethel said, 2018 was a once in a lifetime ordeal. I told y'all motherfuckers this in 2018. That's why Sean Layton is gone. Remember when I was saying that? I said because he double stacked 2018 and he had to perform it so high in 2018 that 2019 was going to look horrible. I told y'all motherfuckers this. Y'all didn't want to listen. Now Sean Layton's gone and y'all crying MLB's gonna be on everything. Listen to me. Listen. Look, listen. This is a market-based company. Regardless, if they keep making $16 billion every year, you, the unsuspecting person that knows nothing about the market, thinks that's good. That's not good for Sony because they got to make $17 billion the next year, and then $18 billion after that, and $19 billion after that. This is a more for sure way for them to do that if they can increase the revenue that they bring in. They're looking at Microsoft, seeing that they did it with their product that's not critically acclaimed like theirs, and that's why they want to do it. And I know the question was posed in the chat: what if it brings down the quality of the games? Well, then it won't be successful, and it's not like Sony can't revert back. But do you really think Sony's going to say, "Okay, now we're going to make shitty games"?
Yeah, of course. No. Hey, Moss, like when Ghost said that, Ghost, brother. Are you saying that Naughty Dog all of a sudden will start making bad games? You think Sony Santa Monica will start making bad games?
That's absurd.
Do you know what the problem is with them? Why they think like that? They think, oh, you're going from $60 a pop to $10 a pop. But that's a problem. There is no a pop. Yes, it's $60 a pop, or it's $10 a month.
Yeah.
A month. You're not going to stop paying that $10.
And that's for the hardcore. Like the hardcore is the ones buying the games. The casuals are not buying every single Sony game.
Yeah, exactly.
And Ghost of New Orleans, I see the budget might get cut. How is your budget going to get cut if they're making more money now that way?
Exactly.
Y'all got to understand.
They're going to continue to invest in that. They want to make more money.
The 10 million people that bought Horizon Zero Dawn necessarily aren't the same 10 million that bought God of War. That definitely ain't necessarily the same 10 million that bought Spider-Man, because we know Spider-Man was a casual draw.
And what's the 10 million? Like what's that 10 million? Is that 10 million to $60? Because it's probably not.
Yeah.
And also,
are there some bundles in there? Is there some sales in there?
I mean, you also have to think about this when you look at it like that also.
Because a lot of them were bundled with
They have 100 million install base. I'm not going to say 110 million because you got to think about all those numbers include every console sold. Some people then bought 5 and 6 PlayStations. So I'm going to drop the number down to 100 million install base. With 100 million install base, if you're only selling 10 million for that one game, let's just say that 10 million is different from the 10 million that bought God of War, different from the 10 million that bought Spider-Man. That's only 30 million out of 100 mil install base. What those other 70 mil are buying? You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, what are they buying? Are they the casual ones?
Yeah.
The people who weren't necessarily PlayStation fans who just bought it because of the more popular console, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Or are they or are those the ones who are playing 2K?
Yep.
See a Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
You have to factor in where that with the install base that big. If you're only selling 10 million on an install base that big, you got to figure out where's the dynamics at. For me, that
There's
shows
100 million
me
people that didn't.
no, but my thing is that's showing me it's more casuals playing it than hardcore.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But they're not buying these hardcore games, to Bunny's point, that everybody's lauding. And to what Tsunami just said. That means that there's 90 million to 100 million that didn't buy it. But we know how casuals act. A lot of casuals have the PlayStation 4 because it's the machine to have. But they're not buying the games to have. They're just buying their Maddens, their Call of Duties, their 2Ks. But they just like knowing that, hey, I have the machine that everybody's buying. Now,
that's the 99.
Now you have an opportunity for those same people that just bought the machine to now get invested in the games via a game service. You see what I'm saying? At a low, like affordable monthly price.
And just like Nethus, he became a fan of franchises he never even thought of playing. So the same thing can happen with their games. Like maybe they said, okay, God of War is too blah, 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 it's too gory. And then they play it and say, oh, this is not what I expected. And now they're a fan of the franchise. Now you have people that are never going to fucking discontinue with service, or they might go and buy a game just to have the physical copy now. You know, it goes both ways.
And then we have Xavier Bay with the $2. Thank you, Xavier. Sony hardcore base is 10 to 15 million, maybe.
I would say 25 to 30 million.
I would say 20. Yeah, exactly.
The hardcore? I don't know.
Yeah, like the people who are just going to buy a PlayStation. I'm not saying necessarily day one, but.
No, and hardcore based on like, don't you think all hardcore gamers for PS4 got God of War? But that's
no. I'm just talking about people just a fan of the PlayStation brand. Like my friend's dad, right? He's buying a PlayStation no matter what, but he may not buy God of War.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's different type of hardcore. I can see what you mean.
Yeah, that type of like fan of just a PlayStation.
Yeah, like the people who had the PlayStation 3 and then they just purchased a PlayStation 4 because the next Call of Duty was only on PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. They're just going to stick with that brand no matter what.
I mean, it's just easier for them because they have all the games for it. They can just go back and play the older games.
I see this argument all the time. Oh, people are going to cancel the subscription. And granted, people can cancel the subscription. But a lot of the time, people fucking forget. I fucking forgot I had that bullshit Stadia. I still have that shit. I see they were taking $10 a month out of me. I didn't even fucking know that.
And then also,
but then like by the time you remember,
they were talking
like
about
games
games
come
as a
out.
service. Those are games that are going to be around, that keep you around, not just one and done type games.
And then we have R&B the Third with the $5. Thank you, R&B the Third. I know Ghost from Twitter. He can't be trusted. He a black man that only date YouTube women. The ancestors are not pleased with you, brother.
Oh god damn.
Hell no, Wardy.
Hey,
you from New Orleans, Wardy? Yo, what's up? You heard me?
Yeah, y'all got it. Look, we told y'all, and again, it's not a aha. It's not a. I get y'all angst, but Sony is not looking. We're trying to put y'all in the boardroom. Sony is not looking at this like, oh, we're going to make dog shit too. They're not looking at it like that. They're like, hold on. Our pedigree is we're making all this top-notch shit, and these motherfuckers is right behind us. No, we're gonna do what they do, and we're gonna catapult even further. So I mean,
if anything, Moss, wouldn't you say Sony's kind of happy with their performance already? Microsoft has been pushing for Game Pass heavy, putting it on a damn toaster strudel to get to their numbers.
Yeah.
And Sony's already at over 2 million, and they just cut the price to $10. That's all they did.
And that's why Jim Ryan, like Tsunami said, that's why Jim Ryan, he got a promotion. Why you don't give promotion? Oh man, we just gonna give you promotion because people's mad at you. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, a huge promotion. That wasn't some small one.
A big promotion because maybe his plan is looking really good.
Like he got onto the board when he finally made it to the board of Microsoft. Yeah. Like that's a similar move, but I think it's even higher because they said Sony, like not just PlayStation.
And just think about that. Like I said, bring up the 5 million capacity. The reason they're not even already experimenting with this type of stuff is because they have a 5 million capacity.
Exactly. They told you.
Meaning their servers would have crashed if they put even, let's say, a Death Stranding in their day and date. It would have crashed. Yeah. So when they're with their partnership with Microsoft to get Azure, better servers, then yes, they're going to start experimenting. Now, my prediction is it will happen the next generation. At some point, you'll see day and date games. And it might happen slowly. Maybe they test 1 game at a time, 2 games at a time, and see how it goes. But best believe at some point next generation, you will see PlayStation games day and date. And for all of you who are denying me here in the chat, go ahead and bet me, because people on Twitter obviously don't want to bet me on that.
Oh, shit. All right, yo. Damn. Okay,
I'm playing parlor tricks.
All right, y'all, we gonna move on from that. Great conversation, though. Great conversation, guys. Did we talk? I know we talked about this on WBG, but did we talk about Xbox July show last week on Scrampunks, Moss? How the pressure is on them in Halo and things like that?
Not really, not here. I don't think we talked about it.
Okay, I know we talked about it on WBG this past Monday. But so Shinobi 602, he came out and said that Xbox is going to go all out for their July event. And I wanted to say, as a diehard Xbox guy, I'm not going to say, oh, my expectations are low. No. This July show, they have to bring it. They have to put all of the shit on the table. They have to do everything. They have to impress us. Halo Infinite is a game that big time Xbox fans, excuse me, is really waiting for, and I think the game has to deliver. What do you think about this?
Absolutely. I mean, Microsoft's been really needing this all-out show, honestly, for the last few years. I think they really needed it last year. You saw our disappointment. But this is it right here. You're going to a next generation. You have to sell people that this next generation box is not going to be another Xbox One. That we're done with the Xbox One generation. That you can invest in Xbox again. The Xbox, I don't know, there's the best box. That's a catchphrase people used to use, right?
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Let me surprise the fish. Let me say something. He said, if Game Pass is doing so well, why make AAA bangers? To keep people subscribers to Game Pass?
You gotta have triple. That's like
exclusives matter the most now.
Yeah, that's like asking why Netflix has what's that movie with the creepy Stranger Things? You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your Stranger Things. You know what I mean? So
yeah. So I'm sorry, but go ahead, Neff.
Well, no, I'm just saying, Xbox has been needing this for the last few years, but you're going to a new generation. People do not like Xbox after the Xbox One generation. Yeah. Now, can they change their mind and like Xbox again? Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. But you have to prove to them, this is a whole new box. This is a whole new Microsoft. This is the Microsoft that you loved in the 360 or maybe even OG Xbox. Mm-hmm. The Xbox One, Microsoft, is gone.
Yeah, they basically have to pull what Nintendo did between the Wii U and the Switch. Mm-hmm. They have to come out swinging out the gate, and basically show people, hey, we can do this.
Yeah. So I see some PlayStation guys saying they don't see it. Xbox guys gonna be like, wait to E3 2021. Listen. This thing that Shinobi's saying, this guy, he's a pretty reliable source. He's saying they're gonna go all out. Now, if they don't, I will be extremely disappointed.
I'm just going to interject real quick. We need to watch him. I know people say that he's a great resource, but the last time, wasn't it him, Nethals, that said that Girly from IGN had some big news that she was going to release on Xbox. Remember how we was talking about it on the show?
No, that wasn't him.
That
What happened was
him?
his leak came out around the time her stuff was coming out, so people just correlated them.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, so well, like this is my feeling, and I think a guy like me, you know, like some other Xbox guys like Devin, Mr. Kima, Tsunami, we deserve a good show. Like being out here for a few years saying wait to E3 and shit, we deserve a good show. Now Ghost of like New Orleans is very negative. He's a PlayStation guy. He's the guy that irritated shit out of me because he's negative no matter what, and that's fine. You know, do what you do, but I don't have to read the shit. So I'm just saying that this is it. This is it. There's no other wait to E3 because E3 might not even come back again. This is it. They have to put all the cards on the table, man. Flat out. So what do you guys think about this July show? Anybody?
I think the July show. Oh, go ahead, Tsunami. Go ahead. Oh, who was that? Was that Devin? My bad.
Oh, Devin.
I think pretty much the same thing. Like if they don't go big here, they're going to lose a lot of customers or a lot of new customers that they want to bring in.
Yeah. And you know, Devin, you're right, because so far, you know, with the Xbox Series X, they've done a pretty decent job, I think, of showing off the console. You know, like headed into this generation, it was a bit of a stumble with the Inside Xbox a couple weeks ago with the gameplay, and ain't so much gameplay. That was a bit of a stumble, but I don't think it was a killer.
I'll have to touch on that. Like, besides, like, it not being, like, if they wouldn't have said it was about gameplay and just played it without saying all that on Twitter, it would have been great. And like some of those games do look really good, in my opinion. It's just them hyping up the wrong part of the show, and
they hyped it up too much. They definitely hyped it up, man. And that was their mistake. You know, they said they learned from it. Hopefully, they learned from it. So I just feel they have to. They have going like back in 2013, they had so much negativity going into E3. From the rumors about the like DRM shit, the no internet, all that stuff, and then that terrible reveal. So going into E3 2013, people was already like, fuck Xbox. Then if you watch the show itself, the show was actually good. The actual show and the games they showed was actually good, but people overlooked the show because they thought about what Don Matrix said. They thought about all of the policies, and that ruined Xbox this generation. So I think they've done a good job going into next generation, besides the little stumble like a couple weeks ago. So in July, I think they really have to just knuckle down and show us what they got, man, flat out. We've been waiting for 3 years now, 4 years now.
I agree. And I think they've been doing a good job with marketing this past year as opposed to prior years before it. So I think they're in a good position to where if they knock it out of the park, it's gonna bring in a lot of fans.
Yep.
And we have R&B the third with the $5. The ponies in this chat don't have enough business sense to run a lemonade stand. Feel better not come out with glad about what we didn't show ish. Like
Facts.
you did last year.
Don't come out with that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've been saying for a while now. Xbox going to have to come out here and it's do or die.
Mm-hmm.
They have to come out here and do something. I mean, it
has to be a big show. We have to at least have some of these new IPs that they've been talking about from like studios like Obsidian and like Compulsion. They're talking about making AAA. Show that.
Hey, yo, Devin. Now, I said this last Monday. Now, Matt Booty confirmed that Obsidian will be there. Let me tell you something right now. I'm going to say it again. I said last Monday. If they come out there and show some more fucking Grounded, dog, there's going to be... They're about to come out there. They're about to come out there and show some more damn Grounded, man. They better show their new AAA RPG that they're working on.
There's no way in hell they're coming out there with just Ground. They might show like other extra snippets, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be in game preview by that time. or at least they said it was going to be.
I'm okay with them showing a game like Psychonauts 2 as long as they have the big games there. You know what I'm saying? Just have the bigger games there. Like Fable, they got to show that fucking Fable game. You know, so I don't know. Is this something I was just thinking about, man? Like they got to show something. They have to. So.
I think we all agree. If you're an Xbox fan, we all agree with that.
See, that's the thing about real Xbox fans. We will admit, like, look, man, just like R&B said, they better show up that like feel like better come out there and say glad, no, like about the shit we didn't show, man. Don't come out there with that bullshit, man.
And
because you said that last year, so
yeah, we have Geekhead 188 with the 199. Thank you for the 199. I wish they would just give a trailer for Halo.
Yeah,
facts. I mean, like definitely. For people who love Halo and things, I think what you guys are saying with Grounded, don't make that your fucking star attraction of the show. It's okay if you show a little bit of it, but don't let that shit be the star attraction.
Well, we already know that's not going to happen. It's not going to be a star attraction.
Hey.
With Halo being there, there's no way in hell.
Hey, man, go say, where is Halo? Like, don't it come out in 4 months? Where's the PS5? Don't it come out in 4 months, motherfucker?
Oh shit!
Yeah, I mean, facts. I mean, they both coming out around the same time. So where's the PS5?
Where's
I mean,
PS5
but we already know this coming on in the next show. So like, if it didn't exist or we didn't anticipate it, then it'd be different. But we know they're gonna show it there, so there's no point in talking about it like now.
Yeah. Do you think they show Everwild gameplay?
No, I don't think Everwild. I don't know. I don't think Everwild.
No, I think they showed that gameplay. Like that's supposed to.
I think they'll show something. I think so.
Yeah, I think that's like something they're excited about.
Is it Everwild Bethesda or who's doing?
No, it's made by Rare.
Yeah, that's Rare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the reason I say yes is because I think that's Rare's claim to game back to a high quality, highly rated game. Now I may not care for it, but like it's their attempt at a Zelda Breath of the Wild. What it's sounding like.
Yeah, like Everwild, that look like some shit you don't play nobody, baby.
No, it looks like
Breath of the Wild. If it's like ask Devin, because I warned Devin about Breath of the Wild before he got it. He will tell you what my view of Breath of the Wild is. If it's something like Breath of the Wild, no.
Okay, so
that's what's coming from a Zelda, being a Zelda fan, as compared to the other Zelda games. That game is shit.
Hey, yo, Geekhead, they definitely should show some Hellblade 2 gameplay or Project Mara, because they did say Ninja Theory will be there. So, like, we know about all of their
doubt
games.
they have a third IP, so I'm pretty sure you're seeing Hellblade 2 gameplay.
Wait a minute. That chick from Hellblade died. Do you think that?
No, that's not the actress.
What the hell are you talking about?
No. One of the people who were working on Hellblade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she died of COVID-19.
Oh wow! No, I don't think it's the main girl. I don't think it's.
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about one of the people on the crew.
Did pass away though.
Yeah, from the COVID-19.
But she wasn't a developer. She was
the psychologist, basically.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, this is another Hellblade. Oh boy, but you wait for that Spider-Man and God of War 2, though. Anyway,
there's literally one Hellblade game.
That's right. It's one Hellblade. Oh my God.
Another this, another that. All I hear is, God of War 2, Spider-Man 2.
Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
The next GT.
Hey, y'all talking about, don't get up here talking about Nintendo milking their damn franchises.
Hey, can you blame them? Shit. Mario probably one of the best selling franchise of all time.
Yeah.
It's still a walking simulator. I don't like it.
Yeah. Like the first one. I finished the first Hellblade, but it was a well done game. But I'm not gonna say I was crazy about it. Like mostly because of the subject matter. You know, that bitch, she was crazy and shit. And the puzzles.
I didn't care for it.
I'm trying to figure out, did they bring her back from hell for the second one or something?
Oh, you say what?
Did they bring her back from hell or something for the second one? Because didn't she die or something?
Spoiler! This all in this bitch mind.
The game is already out, and it's been out for some years.
That's why I said spoiler. It's all in her mind.
Yeah,
gotcha.
The whole fucking game is in her mind.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I might have to.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Even though it's a random comment, I would be kind of hyped if Sony brought back Sly Cooper. Like that is the one kiddie game I fucking want back.
I used to like that game.
How did that happen?
Hey, you know what? Let's talk about Sony show right quick. Now you talking about Sucker Punch, who made the original Sly Cooper. I love that game back in the PS2 days, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I wasn't that crazy about the Infamous games. I wasn't that crazy about those games.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I liked the last one. That was the one I actually thought was decent. Infamous Second Son. That was okay.
The
I
first
actually
one was
thought
great.
that was okay. I didn't care for the first couple. Actually.
No, the second one was all right until you got halfway through it, and then it just gets boring, and I just gave it up. That's they didn't. Sony first studios did not do Sandlot games real well, in my opinion.
Yeah,
they didn't do them well at all.
So
it looks like they want to be Remedy so bad though.
No,
Remedy's not really
talking about Sucker
open
Punch?
world.
No, the Infamous games.
Oh,
yeah, Sucker Punch. Yeah, is that Sucker Punch?
So, Ghost
Sucker
of
Punch.
Tsushima is obviously Sucker Punch's latest game, and I think it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie about it. I think it looks pretty good. But they just came out and said the game will probably be 60 to 70 hours long, 50 to 60 hours long.
I had a feeling.
Now, I'm going to tell you guys, as me and Sean was talking about this last Monday. I just kind of got done with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I got like 100 plus hours in that game, and that game definitely has an Assassin's Creed Odyssey vibe to it. So I'm looking forward to the game, but it's like, does every game got to be open world 60-hour game now? You know what I'm saying?
That's just what they're moving towards. I just hope God of War never does that.
And
Like the way the new God of War was, that's perfect. That should be perfect.
Yeah, it was about a good 25, 30 hours long. It was perfect. Yeah. See, like Days Gone, I always say this. That game, I enjoyed Days Gone. I finished it. But that shit was too long, man. It almost like the shit was like 50, 60 hours long. That game isn't an RPG. A game like that should not be that damn long, man. And it almost lost me, but I said I'm gonna finish this game.
Well, I mean, like Ghost of New Orleans pointed out, it's gonna be shorter if you just run through the game. But like, I tend to like to do the side quests and stuff.
I do. Me too. Like Witcher 3, I got like 100 plus hours in that game. I love the side quests, especially in the Witcher 3, because the side quests was just as good as some of the main missions. But so Ghost, we will see what happened. I still think, my personal opinion, Sucker Punch is below Naughty Dog and Sony Santa Monica. Maybe they're over Insomniac, maybe. But they're like not one of the like Sony. I mean, I would like to have them on the Xbox, of course, but I don't like consider them top tier like the other few studios. I even put them under Gorilla. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion.
You can't really do that. I don't know. I don't think Horizon Zero Dawn did as good as Spider-Man did.
No, it didn't. But it was a decent game. So now their show was rumored to be early next month. Now I'm going to be
didn't
honest.
it get postponed?
Yeah. There's rumors saying it's still going to be early though. But at first they were saying the 4th of June. Now they're saying a little bit
wish
later.
they would just announce it, man.
Yeah, just announce it.
Right.
But their show, I will admit it, their show will probably be pretty decent. They'll come out there with Horizon Zero Dawn 2, probably Spider-Man 2 or some shit like that. Now they're saying, like the rumor is, they're still not going to show off the actual console until August. Like, did you guys see that rumor?
Yeah.
You want to know what it is, and this is my opinion on it. Here, I'll play the chat real quick. Gig said with $199, Ghost is overhyped. Let's be real. I think Ghost looks awesome, to be honest. It kind of looks like those old Japanese films. Like, it's going to be like a one-hit kill, but like you can die really easily, too. I think it's going to be really unique once you play it. It may not look the best, but I think it'll be really unique once you play it. But going back to the whole PlayStation 5 and my theory, I think they're going to do an event like Microsoft. Obviously better, though. I think they're going to do it better. But they're not going to reveal the console, maybe, and they're not going to reveal the price because Microsoft and Sony are on like this tug-of-war struggle right now and trying to get each other to reveal their prices. I think Sony really wants Microsoft to go 600, and they're scared to death if they go 500, and Microsoft is praying that Sony goes 5.
Right, exactly.
I think that's all it is.
They're going to have the more powerful console at the same price. Because
they don't want that.
Yeah, Sony doesn't want that. Definitely not. Definitely not. And Sony,
but if the Series X is 600, then they'll feel great at being a 500.
But they're not. They're not going 600, man. They're
yeah, it sounds like they're 500 too.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be 500. So,
but that without for Sony hand, do they gotta go 400 or do they stay 500 and keep with the brand and name?
I think they will be fine at 500. Me personally, I think they would be fine at 500. And I do believe Xbox will most likely have a better launch lineup with Halo. Hopefully, if it makes it, because I don't think Sony with Godfall, I don't think that game is going to be all that. And I believe like a game like Horizon Zero Dawn,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But I think a game like Horizon Zero Dawn will probably be next year. You know?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but would you rather play GT or Forza?
Oh, obviously Forza.
Yeah, I'm not a GT guy, but you know, we'll see. Like we will see what happened. I just want to announce it. You know,
Bunny getting fucked up by something.
Damn, something about wasp. What the hell?
Yeah. There's wasp in the game.
Wasp.
Godfall doesn't look good to me, Ghost. If you love it, that's fine, man.
And Godfall looks cool to me, but I don't know if I can buy a console at launch to play Godfall.
Okay, it don't look that great to me. But anyway,
I mean, it's coming on PC also. You can just play it on PC.
Yeah.
It'll look better on
look. You can't blame me. I'm seeing the second stimulus check. I'm trying to get a goddamn OLED.
Moss, man, so what you think about Sony show? I mean, you think they got they're gonna show some big shit?
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I just think that they are being cost efficient for one. They don't do the continuous fanfare. Again, they don't appease the fanboy anymore. And I'm not trying to be funny to say that. It's just not cost efficient for them, and that's why they stopped doing it. I think that. But to believe that they don't have nothing to show, I think that's a.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have something to show. Yeah.
Secondly,
have something to show.
I'm with Neethles. They're holding out because of that price. I think they want to undercut the Xbox. I think they definitely want to undercut the Xbox. I think they want to. I think the tech demo was like step one to say, look, we can make something that looks pretty too, despite the teraflops, right? And then step two will be, and you can get all of our shit that already looks good at $400. You know what I'm saying? And they just want to make sure that they can undercut them, because if they can't undercut them, let's just say if Xbox pulls some slick shit and they're $400, which is doubtful, but let's just say if they do it, then they got to go back to the drawing board, figure it out. So I think it's based upon the price on why they're just holding back.
Well, yeah, but the parts alone cost $450 to get.
Yeah. I think they'll take that hit, because Sony is good at getting deals like a year or two down the line. We can't forget they're a manufacturing company, so they always got part deals in the works. So they might be willing to take a hit harder than they usually would that first year or so to renegotiate some deals, get some cheaper parts, but just to make sure they got enough units out there to where they're.
So what you're saying is Sony's going to start pulling a Sega.
If that means, yeah, I mean, look, honestly, all the consoles they sell are at a hit. I know people said that they weren't, but no, you got to factor in the resale price, the jobber price, all that stuff. Now, this would be the biggest hit that they've probably taken to date, but I think they really want to undercut Xbox. Maybe not at 400, maybe at 450, but I think they really want to undercut Xbox. Why else would you hold out so long? You know what I mean? We know they got.
That's why Microsoft really wants them to say the fucking price.
Exactly, yeah, because Microsoft is willing. Hey, look, Microsoft is willing to take the hit too. You know, so
yeah, man. So, anything else about this, y'all? About the PlayStation show next month?
Yeah. One more thing. I don't know if I mentioned it, but they said they weren't really going to show first party games, or something about no third party games, not on the PS5 or something like that.
That's a rumor.
Oh yeah. They said something about they're not going to show games running. I gotta put up that article. It said something about because I don't want to misquote it. They're gonna let me look in the DM. Hold on. It said something about there's gonna be some third party games not running on the PS4 5.
Yeah, but that is a rumor still. But even if that is the case, I'm sure it's gonna be a PC that's pretty fucking close to a PS5.
Yeah. So I don't think it's a big deal. That's why I ain't really having on my list today. You know, so
yeah, because some of the people were interpreting it as they're gonna be showing less games in general, but I don't know.
No, I don't think it's that. I think they're doing it. They don't want to I don't know what the fuck.
Well, for example, like when they showed Halo Infinite, that wasn't running on an Xbox One or even a Series X. That was just a really close PC to what the Series X was going to be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, all right, y'all. So it's that time for.
Yeah, give a shit.
Do you give a shit, Neff? Hey, it's time for Do You Give a Shit? Snow Bunny, baby. Do you give a shit? All right. First thing I want to say, Snow Bunny.
What's up?
Super Lucky's Tale is coming to the PS4. Do you give a shit?
No.
No.
Well, the only thing I'm going to say is the version that's coming to the PS4 is the updated version that fixed all the issues that was on the Xbox. So
it's coming to all consoles.
Yeah, it's coming to all consoles.
So yeah, no.
All right. Does anybody else give a shit?
No.
I mean,
no, of
Who's the developer of Super Lucky Tale?
Playful.
Yeah. Okay. I was just wondering.
if you guys have a
I think it'll do
Switch,
well on the Switch.
if it's already on the Switch. If you have a Switch, there's a demo for it. You can try it out on Switch. Yeah. There's a demo for it. I played it. It was interesting. It was fun. It was cutesy, but yeah, I got way too many other games to worry about.
You're the only one that can say cutesy on this podcast, baby.
Yeah, cutesy. Yeah, it was really cute. It was a very cute game. Yeah. The demo was fun, but yeah, I see it selling, but yeah, that's about it.
J-Dub loved it.
Of course he did.
Played it.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Stadia gets Serious Sam 4 exclusive. Well, it's on Stadia and PC, but that's Steam, but that shit is not on Xbox and PlayStation until next year. Moss, do you give a shit? Or better yet, what have you seen in this community because of this news?
Ooh, I don't give a shit for this rabid community. I'm still debating people like right now during the show. I was like 2 in the afternoon that I started this shit. People are so fucking upset, and it just proves how hypocritical the community is. And it's really getting nauseating. First, they make fun of Stadia. Stadia ain't got no games. Y'all ain't got no exclusives. Then they buy an exclusive, give it back. It don't make no motherfucking sense. Like, stop the bullshit. It's only Serious Sam. It's not Last of Us 3. It's not Halo Infinite. It's just Serious Sam 4. It's fucking ridiculous, and it proves. I mean, and then look. I want this to be captioned. I'm gonna make Dirt's podcast Hood famous. The homie Nibble that has the One Punch Man avatar that gives all the news. He's an insider or whatever, right? He's the one that did this first. And his stream, in his thread of supposed elitists, gaming elitists, they are the dumbest motherfuckers on this side of the Northeast Atlantic. Because I've been battling them all day, and they don't know shit. They don't know their ass from the side of their face. And I'm here to tell you that that's a sure enough sign that a lot of these people talk shit on these games and they don't actually game. They just want to be part of the culture. Pick up a joystick, start gaming. Y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. And lastly, it's only Serious Sam 4. It is not that serious. Y'all get it in 2021. If nobody ever mentioned Serious Sam 4, y'all wouldn't give a fuck. Period.
The Last of Us. Act like the shit. The Last of Us.
Exactly. Come on. It's ridiculous.
Serious Sam. Fuck. I never played Serious Sam game in my life.
I love the game. I love the series, but it ain't that serious.
Was the first person shooter? Was the first person?
Yeah, it's the crazy first person shoot. Yeah. What do they call it? The Twitch shooter.
It was like Doom outtakes and shit like that.
Yeah. But it ain't that serious.
It seems to be kind of serious on Twitter, though, right?
Oh my. Yeah.
All right. Next topic. Was there ever Gears of War 3 on the like running on the PS5? Or technically, it was a Gears of War 3 running on PS3. I'm sorry, PS3. And so come to find out, Epic did it, but it was just I don't know why they did it. They didn't say why they did it, but it was never going to really come out. But your boy, Moss, your boy Cliffy B came out and said it was a mistake putting Lawbreakers on PlayStation over the Xbox. Channel, first of all, do you give a shit about Cliffy B or what he thought that he should have did?
Not really.
But second, was he right? Was he right by what he said? Should he have put Lawbreakers on the Xbox over the PlayStation?
I mean, you already had a built-in fan base that knew you and loved your game, so I think it'd have been smarter.
Yeah.
Do I care about Cliffy B? Not in particular. I've seen him do a lot of pandering towards Microsoft lately, even with the whole "Hey, hire Cliffy B to work on the next Gears," like he's trying to work his way back into good graces. But I don't know. He seemed like he bipolar or something.
I don't give a fuck about him, but the Lawbreakers thing being on Xbox, I would tell you if I played that game.
Yeah.
But it wasn't on Xbox, so I can't really tell you.
To be honest, I didn't necessarily like Clifford B's comment during Lawbreakers. He just seemed very ignorant. But at the end of the day, it's not us just buying these fucking games. It's the casual market. And the casual market don't even go on Twitter and look at Cliffy B. They don't. So I just don't think that game really appealed to many people. I don't think it did.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but I don't care about him, but I think maybe it would have done a little better on the Xbox because Xbox, is known for maybe first-person shooters. But at the end of the day, it still wouldn't have been a hit or nothing like that. It maybe would have done a little bit better. Or
it might have done a lot more better.
Know.
It might have done a lot more better because you got to think about. Look at one thing I noticed between Xbox fans and PlayStation fans is Xbox fans love your multiplayer games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like PlayStation has people who love multiplayer games, but it's like flip flop. A majority of your fan base love multiplayer games.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
outside of showing,
it would have done better, but I don't know if the game would have made it, but it would have done better.
I don't think it would have even made it, to be honest. If anything, that should have been just a PC exclusive. But I didn't like Cliffy B's attitude at that time. He needed to be humbled.
Right. Mm-hmm. Need to be humbled. Make you humble. All right. So today, Naughty Dog dropped a new The Last of Us 2 video series. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Shit, I forgot to watch it. Yeah.
What happened? He dropped what?
Was it the one I linked earlier talking about?
Yeah.
Oh,
I seen the thread. I didn't watch the video.
Yeah, I forgot to watch it. I was going to watch it on my TV.
Yeah, man. The downvotes wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't.
I think the game looks good, man. I'm sorry. I think it looks good. This is me.
There's no denying it looks good.
Yeah, it's great.
Look, they had their attention for like the week or two, but now it's over. Now that they're showing the gameplay, people are like, we're buying the game. Like I said, most of the people complaining are going to end up buying the game.
Of course.
Or we're never going to buy it, at least.
The Last of Man. So, yeah, this, all that shit is dead, man. I mean, people still know what happened, like the spoilers and stuff.
That ain't the only thing good.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
All right. So Minecraft. Not Minecraft. I'm sorry.
You talking about the GTA thing?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot to say Minecraft.
Because Minecraft had a thing with like 200 million or whatever. Yesterday.
Okay. That's what it was. 200 million.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was 200 million?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and they sold 100 million in 5 years on top of that.
Yeah, okay. That's what the Minecraft thing was. Minecraft has sold over 200 million copies. Now that's pretty good, right? That's damn good. I think, is it the number one selling game of all time? I think it is, right?
Yeah, it is. It'd be Tetris.
Yeah.
Okay. Even though Grand Theft Auto, oh my God, so 130 million, brother. 130 million units for a game like Grand Theft Auto, bro. Not a kid game, not a puzzle game, a game where you smacking niggas, people cussing, swearing, stealing cars, getting hookers,
prostitutes.
Do you know what helps it sell like that? And this is some like it sounds almost like pony damage control, but it's because a lot of people end up rebuying that game digitally. Because when you buy GTA, right, or even rebuy it, you get a bunch of shark cards. And it's cheaper to do it that way than just directly buying shark cards.
Yeah.
That and they're giving it away for free, aren't they?
Well, this is before that.
Well, they're not counting this.
They're not counting the Epic games, though.
Man, but it's like, listen, me personally, I bought the game 3 times. Well, actually, 4 times. Let me explain why. I bought it for the 360 in 2013. I bought it for the PS4 because I really needed some PS4 games. early in the gen, there was no PS4 games, like really. So I said, let me buy Grand Theft Auto for the PS4. Bought it there, then I wound up buying it for the Xbox because I prefer the Xbox. Then I literally just bought it a couple days ago for my daughter, who's she's gaming now, and I'm mad it's not in Game Pass anymore. And I was like, shit, it's not a Game Pass anymore. I forgot. And so I bought it for her because I ain't about to share it. I don't have a sharing account with her. So I bought that game 4 times.
That game has lots of sales though. I mean, you can get that shit for like $10, like almost all the time.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. 130 million copies for a game like that.
And they're still dropping content.
Great.
So.
Yeah.
They're still updating that.
That's why they take their sweet ass time dropping part 6. They're like, yeah, we ain't no rush, So yeah, man. So, what do you guys think about The Last of Us 2 console? Did you guys see it first off?
I saw it.
Yeah.
When you look at the console and then you compare it to not even just being a fanboy, when you compare it to the Cyberpunk console, it's like, why did you even make this? Like, is this straight to the hardcore fans?
That is a step up from a sticker. Let's be honest. It's like one step up from a sticker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That console looked like they're trying to cater to more female players because of the butterflies and shit all over it.
Oh shit! What is that? It's not even color.
It took me a moment to look at it, but if you look at the top of it, like when it's on the side, it looks like it's got butterflies and flowers engraved into it. Yeah. So I was wondering if they were trying to cater more to female fans with that console.
That console looks like dog shit. I'm sorry. That console looks fucking terrible.
This is not me as the Xbox guy.
No, this console looks fucking terrible.
I'm sorry, dog. That looks terrible.
The console, the controller's okay. Yeah. But
and listen, I'm not even crazy about the Cyberpunk console.
The Cyberpunk,
But the amount of effort is what I'm saying.
I was just about to say that about the Cyberpunk console. I watched the video. They put a lot of effort into that console. This ain't no fucking.
I think that console would look better in real life, like the Gears one. But like, I just saw one in the comment section just said, "It looks like a Nestle Crunch bar." God damn.
This is why I say, y'all, this is the new Sony. Jim Ryan does not do fanboy. They were not going to spend a whole bunch of money on it, especially being that this is towards the end of the generation and they want y'all to buy PlayStation 5s.
I've seen simple consoles, right? Like the Batman custom console was simple from Sony. The Uncharted 4 one was simple from Sony. I think an Ellie, in that gray, like the way Nathan Drake was, like look up the Uncharted 4 custom console. Make that with Ellie, I think that would have looked dope. Yeah. But this looks like trash.
Yeah, that's trash. That's trash.
I'm sorry. This looks like trash.
They found
fucking my Spider-Man PS4 console is also simple, and that looks better than this.
Yeah. Yeah, man. What the fuck? Is that Ellie?
Looks like he picked up the controller and just like colored on it a little bit with a permanent marker. The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, man.
Even the Death Stranding shit looked better than that.
Yeah, so Xbox don't even get custom consoles. Okay, bro.
Okay, here's another point, right?
Bro, do we have to pull that shit up again? Are you serious?
Wait. Here's my other point. How they have a whole custom console but the game was delayed indefinitely?
Well, I don't know.
That's That's a great point. That's a good point, and that could be why that motherfucker looks so cheap. Because they probably switched it from being thingy indefinitely and said, "Oh shit, we gotta get a custom console here. Somebody grab a chisel." And then they just
put some the overstock and just
grab a chisel. The Uncharted one was dope though.
This is a simple design that I'm trying to say. You could have just done this shit again with Ellie. Fuck it.
Bet you, I know that that's exactly what happened. Yep. After all these leaks. Because they plan to release before the leaks, they plan to release it with the PlayStation 5, which I think was a smart move. And after all these leaks, shit got fucked up, and then they realized that they come out with a custom console.
This came with a vertical stand. That's nice.
Hey, that shit was
no, it's sold separately.
But it's still
make that shit in a day.
Yeah. That would look.
Wait,
I like that Batman one. That Batman
like someone told me, I don't care about your opinion on this, Neff. Like, all right, you just don't want to say
when
it's
the leaks
trash.
came out, it's not like they were just like custom console. We got to do it. Like, no, that shit was there.
I thought the Batman one was dope. I thought the Spider-Man one.
Yeah, the Spider-Man one looks like that. Shit,
Sony
Spider-Man
custom
one,
consoles never looked that.
I think it has something to do with the
That Black
design.
Ops one is dog shit. Like, what is that?
Oh yeah, that sticker one.
Yeah.
What about the Star Wars one? Is that a sticker?
That's also trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a Batman one. I thought this looked dope too.
Yeah, the Batman one was dope. The Uncharted one was dope.
I think this is the worst one. This is the worst one. And I've never seen one that bad.
Yeah, look this Batman one. That's just clean.
That's not the one I remember though.
You might remember the one to the left of it, but this is the one I remember right here.
That's a sticker one, Dirt.
Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Yeah, the Batman Arkham Knight one right here.
Yeah, it was silver, so
Pretty cool, like a little silhouette thing on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than fucking Last of Us
that
one.
dog shit they put out. It always looks. I miss this light bar. This light bar was so cool to me.
I like that that Gears Xbox One S.
Yeah, the Gears one.
I own that one. I own that one.
The Gears 5 one was nice.
Yeah, no, this is the official one right here.
Oh, okay, maybe it is. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I even think like
it's not too hard. You know, they should have done something like that.
it's okay to be basic with like a design. Like the Diablo 3 Switch was basic, but it was classy basic.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look cheap basic. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I really do like that Uncharted PlayStation. That shit looks clean.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't like the look of the Last of Us console. Like I put out a tweet. I don't know if you guys saw my tweet.
I know you got attacked, motherfucker.
No, not really. Not really. I was kind of surprised. I mean, there was a couple people said something, but not really. I didn't really get attacked. But that was just how I felt. Like you know, I don't like to do it too much in an open forum on Twitter. But you know,
DMs though, huh?
yeah, like DMs. I say what's up, but here, let me show my screen what I said. Dog shit, the PC. So I said, I don't give a fuck what y'all say about Xbox. They definitely made better looking limited edition consoles than PlayStation. What the fuck is this foolishness? The Last of Us 2 deserves better. It does. It deserves better.
I don't know if it does, Dirt.
Yeah, now, most of the responses was Xbox guys. I had a couple PlayStation guys say something. So, well, it's a PlayStation guy. Too bad they can't. Okay, yeah. So I didn't get killed. I was kind of surprised, but that console, no, I'm sorry, bro. That console.
Yeah, that shit's dog poop. That's butt milk. That console's butt milk.
Nobody's hyping it. Nobody's
Right.
hyping it.
He said the Stadia got a better design.
I've seen people hyping it.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably
on
had me blocked on
Twitter.
Twitter at this point.
Yeah,
On Twitter.
Where did they get their
people-
crack from? Where did they get their crack from?
How do I know? Because I be trying to say one to that so I can stay the hell away from it myself.
You know how
But
the
yeah.
God of War console was kind of decisive? Like some people liked it, some people didn't like it. I didn't really love it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was decisive, had people talking. This, people are just being quiet. You know, like it's not that great if people are just quiet.
Hey, you know,
I didn't like the God of War one. I prefer that one over this one.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, of course it had a design. You know what I'm saying?
you know it's bad if you're not hyping something Sony. Everything Sony ponies hype. So if they're quiet about this, they're disappointed by this.
Yeah. Hey, we got this 199 for my boy Geekhead 188. Series X is perfect for custom designs. Yes, it is. The rectangular shape. You're right. It is perfect for custom designs. I'm gonna tell you that, I don't really care for the Cyberpunk one. But after watching that video of it, they do a lot with their custom consoles. Like that bitch got a glow in the dark light on it. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty dope what they did to that custom console. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say though,
And how it ties into the game.
aren't
Right.
Xbox working with Xbox Pope now? Because he's putting out official controllers soon.
Oh, really?
His designs, yeah.
That's dope.
So if they can get him into like custom designs for the
They should have been
console,
got in.
oh my goodness,
Yeah.
bro.
Yes, you got some.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good-
He
Nah.
definitely should be.
Yeah. So, all right, y'all. We got one more topic that I want to do before we get out of here, and that is InXile Entertainment, who's of course first party studio from Xbox. They said their next game will be using Unreal Engine 5. Now they're the first development team that has officially came out and say they will be using Unreal Engine 5 for their next game. Now they do have Wasteland 3 coming in, I believe, in August. That game, it looks okay. You know, I'm not really a Wasteland guy, but I will try because it's in Game Pass. But their next game is supposed to be a AAA game. The guy confirmed that. I can't think of the name of the head of the studio. He confirmed that the next game is a AAA game and they will be using Unreal Engine 5. So what do you guys think about this? Xbox Studio confirmed that they are using Unreal Engine 5 while, you know, PS5 can only use Unreal Engine 5 according to some ponies. What do you guys think?
Well, I said this on Twitter, and people may not believe me, but don't you find it kind of interesting that Microsoft probably was the first of everyone to even show Unreal 5 with the Hellblade 2 trailer? That he was using literally Unreal 5 techniques.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Digital Foundry, after watching the Sony demo, they went back to Hellblade 2 and they're like, huh, now this makes sense.
No, you don't think it's just CGI?
You know, I didn't watch that Digital Foundry video, so that's what they said in there. Okay. Wow, that's funny. Like, nobody missed out on Twitter.
Yeah, and I saw somebody like, well, how did Sony get the marketing with Epic, but Microsoft, a $1 trillion company, couldn't? It's like, did Microsoft even want to get the marketing? Like, they all fucking use it anyways.
Right. I mean, they were saying that Unreal Engine 5 would be working on the Switch.
That's working on a goddamn iPhone.
On mobiles. Yeah, it's working on everything. Epic is doing it big, but damn. So I thought the demo looked pretty good, but you know, to see that Xbox Studio is the first that confirmed they are using it for their next big AAA game, I think it's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, even besides like hardware and capabilities, like Epic showing on a PlayStation platform is good for Epic because they have the most customers. So therefore, that's just the more people are excited about your product because by the fact of the numbers, they have more people looking because it's PlayStation.
Yeah, and you know what's also just nice for marketing? What's the PlayStation coming out? The PlayStation 5?
Yeah.
What's the new Unreal Engine? Unreal 5?
Yeah.
And the numbers match.
Yeah. Yeah. So now, Shay Cop, come on, man. So you saying that little demo is better than everything that Xbox shows? Okay.
That's not even a game, bro.
All right. So yeah,
not like this.
not like this. So yeah, I think that's kind of cool that he came out and said that. Yeah, so and like we mentioned last week that Xbox first party studios, more of those studios use Unreal Engine than Sony studios. You know what I'm saying? Because like Sony's got Decima, I think Naughty Dog got their own little engine. I'm not sure what God of War used, but I don't think it was Unreal. Days Gone is the only game that I found that I read that used Unreal Engine 4. You know, so that's it, man. So like, what do you guys think about that? Like, Mars, like, what you think about that, man? You think that's? I know it really doesn't matter, but is it cool that he came out and said we're using Unreal Engine 5, or you don't really give a shit?
I mean, it's two things that happened over the last week, which are positives out of the dumbass negatives that we got with all the damage controlling. We're seeing positive one is that we can now put to bed that PlayStation 5 games won't look great. And positive two is that we can now put to bed, because Tim Sweeney put his fucking foot in his mouth, we can now put to bed that the tech that powered that demo will not be possible on the Xbox Series X. So we know we're getting two great, powerful consoles that are going to have some great looking games. We know that now. Now it's time to just see what the games are going to be. But so it's worth noting, but you know, it's cool.
Good. All right. Unreal Engine 4 yeah, you're right. Mr. Keem, I remember watching that PS4 reveal event and they demoed the Unreal Engine 4 there. I remember. You're right. Yep, I remember that. So they, I mean, but they just have like a deal with them. I mean, they like Nath, like when you debate with people, because some people were saying that they just chose the PlayStation like for no money, they just did it Do you like saying that? Oh, so he's muted, but I believe some opponents were saying, yeah, they just did it just because they wanted to do it. They didn't have a partnership with Sony. Like, really?
Yeah, that's
Hey, Joe Hansel, yeah, this is the finally saying the coalition uses Unreal Engine damn near the best out of all of the games they've witnessed. They use Unreal Engine to perfection, well, not perfection, but they use it pretty well.
Yeah,
And
because they've
PS5.
optimized it for it to look that great and still be at that fidelity and frame rate. Like, yeah,
definitely. So, yeah, man, that's
but
it.
yeah, to follow what Neff was gonna say if he was here is, anytime you have a partnership, money is exchanged. You're gonna go out there for your partner and go on their stage and do what you have to do. Same like how every other partnership works. Like Cyberpunk is not only going to be able to run on an Xbox, but it's going to be shown on the Xbox because of the partnership. So like,
you lie. No, they only did it because the SSD has 9 layers to it, like a wedding cake. That's the only reason why they did it.
Oh, okay, I'm back now. Hold on.
So, Ghost and Shay Capel, 2 known ponies, are saying Epic only did it because Sony's the market leader. So you're saying that because Sony's the market leader, Sony didn't give them any money. They didn't make it. They didn't have a deal.
That's what I'm fucking saying. Wasn't Microsoft the market leader really in the 360 generation? But Epic chose Sony with the PlayStation 4 for Unreal 4?
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
And my point is, I'm not saying what Epic is saying are fucking lies or anything because they have a partnership. No, but I'm pointing out they are marketing the PS4 because they do have a partnership. And the audio engineer, your mic's going off again.
Yeah,
Tsunami's mic was going off. Oh. But I'm just pointing out they have a partnership and that they, at the end of the day, were paid like any other partner. Now, Moss, do they do this for free?
Why not? Tim Sweeney, aka Tim Swindle, works pro bono all the fucking time, right? That's how you know.
That's bugs.
Yeah, he doesn't rip people off with the Fortnite skins and the Epic Game Store. He does it all for free. Get the fuck out of here!
Free,
they got
that for free.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
that was a $300 Slurpee y'all saw him drinking on that.
Hey, you know, like that deal with Travis Scott. That was a deal for no
Come on, bro. Exactly. Come on, man.
And he pissed off PC people too, because like you had Lightning saying, stop saying dumb shit. Like, okay, yes, it is going to be good for the price, but don't say that there is no other SSD in the world for any amount of money. Like he was capping too hard. Like
Ponies ran with it. Ponies ran with it too.
That's why I say you can't trust him. That's what he does. He's been doing this shit for 12 years. And look, somebody on Twitter had shown all the crazy shit he said over the past 12 years. You can't trust that man.
Yeah, every generation he says some crazy shit.
I'm not saying I don't know if the PlayStation 5 SSD can do. I don't know. I'm not saying it can or it can't. I'm just saying that he was placating off that whole debate with trying to make it seem like that demo was only possible there. That right there is bullshit.
Yeah. All right, y'all. That's all I got. Y'all got anything else?
Nope.
Nope. But that's all I got, ladies and gentlemen. So first off, my girl Snow Bunny. Hey, baby.
What's happening?
Where the fuck did you get that
from? What's up?
Hi, honey. You got anything going on?
No, not right now. I'm working on some things. I'm writing some outlines and stuff. Moss, actually, when we get a chance, I need to talk to you when we get like a free moment.
Oh,
when you're not like after the podcast.
Oh, you want us to leave? Because
no, it's not that. He gotta get up and get 2 a.m. and go take people to work. So it's whenever.
They said they got to figure out this child support.
Hey, yo, Geeky, I do have a wife. Hey, Shay, back up.
Motherfucker skipped me last month, man. We got to figure. I ain't trying to hear that COVID shit. Yeah, she will grill me.
That's funny.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Yeah, I've been working on some outlines and stuff for something I got going on. I'm about to change some stuff because I'm tired of some bullshit. So.
Oh shit! I know we were talking about this before. I know, buddy. I know.
Yeah, I'm just tired of bullshit. So I'm about to start switching up some shit around.
Oh shit! I have not. All I'm saying is I had nothing to do with it. The listening public will know what that means too. I ain't telling to do nothing. That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, so I'm doing that. Like I said, I'm about to be back at work, so I'm super happy about that. And see what's going on.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna show y'all a picture of me and my wife, man. I want everybody to see my wife, man. You know, it's
Yeah, let's see what your wife looks like.
Okay.
You're always talking about her.
He showed her before.
No, I never seen her.
You gonna see my wife? I'm about to show her.
No.
I seen like a
We
daily life.
y'all go to Disney World last year? Yeah. They had pictures all over the place, and his daughter backhanded him about PlayStation on his channel.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm about to show you right now.
He has a new favorite daughter, and she's an Xbox.
He said,
My favorite.
"That's funny." Oh shoot!
Hey, y'all see it?
Nah,
That's my wife right there. My wife got money. I don't know if y'all can tell.
Oh shit! He like
Chappelle.
He like Chappelle. You fighting Statman?
Oh wow.
You're right.
He's stupid.
Bunny, are you being serious?
Bunny's tired. Bunny's tired.
No, I see my wife for real. Like Buddy. What's up, Buddy? All right. No, I'll show him a real one to see a picture.
Bunny, that was Oprah.
That was a wax figure of Oprah, actually.
Damn.
Wax figure. Yeah, them wax figures was dope. Hey, cause them shits was dope. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah. I've been to Madame Tussauds in DC before.
Oh really?
God, I haven't been there in 30 years.
Damn.
30 years. Damn, somebody.
Yeah, I used to live over there in DC. And I think the wax museum and stuff, they took us there on like field trips and stuff when I was younger.
Hey, listen, whatever you do, if you go to the Black Wax Museum, you better have your stomach right. That shit's hard to look at.
You better have your stomach what?
You better have your stomach right because that's hard to look at. Like some of the stuff in that Black Wax Museum, man.
Oh, it was like some slave shit.
Hell yeah, a lot of
This
slave
is my
stuff.
real wife.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Oh, she looked like
She
your
alright.
Yeah,
She alright.
she looked just like your
She
brother.
alright. Yeah,
I mean, come on now.
She alright, cuz.
Yeah. You don't talk that shit. Don't be like what's that Key and Peele episode where they was talking shit on their wives, but they was nowhere around. don't do
Right. Hello.
I mean, like literally, like I wouldn't say she was pretty if she wasn't pretty. Okay.
Yeah.
You just called a wax figure of Oprah pretty.
It looked better than her in real life.
Oh, damn.
You didn't even know that was Oprah. That's bad.
Hey, what you mean, Shay? What you saying? I'm overachieving, cuz? That's what you trying to say? Yeah.
You overkicked your coverage.
Yeah. Hey, this
Oh,
nigga say
damn,
she too good
Mr.
for you,
Righteous
dirt.
Fish, hush now.
Hey, man, y'all mean, man. Y'all hurt my damn feelings. No, but all right, y'all, we about to get out of here. Devin, you got anything going on with your brother?
Man, just the same thing, man. Gaming and working on videos.
Okay. Hey man, my boy Big Kahuna showed me about this new app, man. I'm like, that man, my videos even a little bit more better. I know because they're kind of trash now, but it's got some other shit.
With the thing that he was doing in his video with the transitions.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he don't know how to. He's like transition because he it's called Viva something.
Viva Video, I think.
Yeah, this shit dope though. He got some nice stuff on there, man. I might use some of that shit. I mean, that I saw, it's a nice show there.
Listen, I'm an old school and current day Vine/Byte editor. We don't use that.
Oh, okay. I guess.
I got you if you need something. No, I got you.
Oh, all right, you got me, okay, brother. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it.
All right, well,
all right. So, all right. So did I say Moss yet?
Yeah, you asked me.
Did I start the baby yet? Hey, baby. Yeah, I talked to her.
Your wife gonna listen to this podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
You gonna
Hey,
show my
Matt, man, you
picture?
got something
Call
going
me
on
all
with
right. Call this other girl baby. What's going on?
Hey, why Miss Right said Devin gonna be cooking meth.
He always say
I
that.
told you it's dry out here, bro. My third baby mama tried to call me. I left her on. I ain't answer that shit, boy.
Hey, y'all, who is this? I don't know, like y'all see it yet?
Christina Aguilera.
Oh shit!
That's a good
Lady
guess.
Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. There you
Yeah,
go.
was it Lady Gaga? Oh, damn, should have said it.
Yeah, Lady Gaga.
That's
Damn,
Lady Gaga.
All
If I
right,
saw her profile, I'd have got it.
yeah, Lady Gaga. All right, y'all. Let me stop showing little punk ass family photos. All right, y'all.
Heard, I know you was in Detroit Become Human.
Who?
Oh, man.
She did look like she was in Detroit Become Human.
Lady Gaga?
Lady Gaga. Yeah.
Yeah, the way that wax figure looked, it looked like one of one of the robots in Detroit Become Human. What the fuck my mom calling me for? Hold on.
She want to see what you're doing.
She said, "Who is this man on your podcast? Keep calling you baby."
She's like, you man calling you baby. You talking about somebody owe you child support? What the hell going on here?
Hey, baby. All right, y'all know what we do. We boo. Nah, I don't know
You
what
tired,
we
bro?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Devin said he playing games. Neff said he ain't doing shit. So that's it, y'all. We about to get out of here.
I was not asked. So...
I'm sorry, Tsunami. I'm sorry, Tsunami.
I'm
sorry,
Sue. Nothing really gaming. I decided I have to catch up on hella shit on TV because I've missed everything. I missed all the Tiger King. I missed all the Jordan documentary. I missed all the awesome TV shows. So the next couple of days, I'm gonna be catching up on some stuff.
Bro,
I started watching this show.
All right,
called,
guys, I'm back. Sorry about that.
I started watching this show called Dave by Lil Dicky, a rapper. That show is fucking funny. It's like
Lil Dicky, no.
Yeah, it's like a funny version, a funny current version of Curb Your Enthusiasm with a twinge of Atlanta, but for a white guy. That shit's funny as hell. So if you never watched it because Lil Dicky was in it, watch that shit. That shit is funny.
Can I give you a show recommendation if you're into dramas? My favorite show is For Life. That show is phenomenal, man.
Oh, that's that 50 Cent show on ABC.
Show. And I'm not a big 50 Cent fan. When I was hesitant, but I'm glad that I watched. That show is phenomenal, man. Great show. Definitely check it out.
50 Cent doing his thing, man.
Yeah, he picked a good show. He got to be in every fucking thing though, but that was irritating me. But besides that, it's a great show.
Is the acting better than his last show?
Yeah.
It's a big rich town.
Yeah, it's way better. That's the main point of it. The acting is just superb. So
yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, that's it. Oh shit! I'm sorry. Now hit the mic. I'm sorry about that, y'all.
Hit it with his forehead.
Oh, one more quick thing before we leave. Now, of course, this is a gaming podcast, but I know some people was happy about this shit. The Snyder Cut. Well, y'all see
here he goes. He just made the excuse to show another picture. Did you just?
Hey, man, but it kind of worked out, all right. The damn Snyder Cut. They're actually releasing the Snyder Cut next year on HBO. What was it, Max? Yeah. HBO Max. And I'm gonna tell you, I actually like Batman vs Superman, and I actually like Man of Steel. Justice League was okay, but I'm interested to see what the hell the Snyder Cut is, because because they redid the whole movie pretty much, right?
Yeah, I mean, where's not that he knows more about this. This is of his lane, but apparently they made major changes to this, and I guess people didn't like it, and they're saying, "Where's the Snyder Cut? It had to be better than this," because they had leaks about the stuff that happened and how things would have been different. And so people have been screaming for this Snyder Cut for years, and I guess they said, you know what, fine, fuck it, put it inside a streaming service, and if you want to see that bad, subscribe.
You damn right. I'm a subscriber. I want to see that shit.
That's a Snyder Cut of what? What is that?
Of Justice League, because I believe something happened with him. they pretty much finished Justice League, and something happened. He fell out with the studio.
No, yeah. So he basically finished Justice League, or was really close to, and then unfortunately his daughter passed away from suicide. So he had to leave the project immediately. Granted, it's really fucked up. Warner Brothers was also trying to kind of get him fired the whole time anyway, so they used that as an excuse to swoop in, replace the director with Joss Whedon, who did the first Avengers film. And that's why when you watch Justice League, it's kind of like watching the first Avengers film, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. See, I knew nothing. Like, I knew it was something where they fired him. I forgot that his daughter died, so.
Yeah. Granted, I mean, it's not going to be like a normal theatrical release or anything off going to HBO Max, but it might be like 4 hours long. Like, that's going to be one heck of a sit and watch.
When they do the director's cuts, they don't cut anything. They put everything in that fucking movie. Like, whenever they have director's cuts, yeah, it's like.
I don't know if they want to do a part 1, part 2 or some shit. It's going to be something.
Wow, fuck that. Shit. That's crazy, man. That's like Quentin Tarantino asked, like for Kill Bill, he actually wanted to release part 1 and 2 together. Like, motherfucker, anybody can sit in a movie theater for 6 hours. What the hell wrong with you?
Not even just that. Money wise, he'll make more money just having it in part 2, part 1, and part 2.
Right. Yeah, but the movie company told him, look, man, you make this shit 2 parts. Don't drop it in the same one. Well, anyway, y'all, we're out of here. We're out of here, y'all. Peace and love. Peace and love. Hey, yo, Snow Bunny, tell them bye-bye, baby. All right, y'all. We out.
All right.
Oh, man.